The debate is growing over whether a controversial topic on race should be taught as part of school curriculum. It's called critical race theory, and it examines the ways in which race and racism influence American politics, culture, and law. News Nation correspondent Marky Martin live in Dallas tonight to break down both sides of the debate.
Yeah, well, Rob, the fight over critical race theory and how to handle it within schools and state agencies is really making for some contentious battles, and each state is handling it differently. And now you have many lawmakers who are up in arms about whether or not to include it in classroom curriculum. It's the movement or framework that examines the law and legal institutions in the United States as inherently racist, insofar as they function to maintain inequalities between white and black people, and will begin in Oklahoma, where a bill banning the teaching of critical race theory is headed to the governor's desk.
You cannot teach a child that they are themselves racist just because of the color of their skin.
Republican Senator David Bullard is the bill's author. A former history teacher himself, he opposes the theory in the classroom, but supports the teaching of historical events that involved race, such as the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre.
This is talking about the actual idea of furthering racism by saying you're automatically or inherently racist just because of the color of your skin, which has been false in 1860 and is false now.
But not everyone agrees.
Our state, in the year of the 100-year anniversary of the Tulsa Race Massacre, is saying that we don't want others to feel bad.
Some teachers and lawmakers, like Democratic Senator Kevin Matthews, call the legislation and the denouncing of critical race theory a slap in the face.
The critical thinking around how these things happen to keep them from happening again is so important to our history, and it's so important to young people to understand.
On Monday, Arkansas became the latest state where state agencies are barred from teaching any concept that the United States is an inherently racist nation. Last week, it was Idaho, banning it from schools and universities. In Louisiana, it's up for debate. A Republican lawmaker is now under fire for comments he made on the House floor when proposing the theory's elimination from academic curriculum.
If you're having a discussion on whatever the case may be on slavery, then you can talk about everything dealing with slavery, the good, the bad, the ugly.
There's no good to slavery, though.
Well, then whatever the case may be.
The term returning to the societal forefront in the final months of Donald Trump's presidency, following 2020's summer of racial unrest, when he cracked down on federal agencies with anti-racism training that included the theory, calling it divisive and anti-American propaganda, directing the Office of Management and Budget to issue a cease and desist on federal agencies that use taxpayer dollars to fund the training.
We don't need to foment conflict in order for society to advance.
Dr. Jeff Myers is the president of Summit Ministries, which equips students with a biblical perspective. He opposes critical race theory, calling it a Marxist worldview that not only teaches white students that they are inherently racist, but also teaches black students they're inherently inferior.
When you tell people everything is racist, everything is against you, it does tend to plant a seed in the minds of those in minority groups that, wow, somehow the external environment is too much. I can't do anything with it. I think what we need to teach our children is you have these resources of greatness that are inside of you, and we want to help those come out rather than teaching them your external circumstances are too overwhelming. There's nothing you can do.
Now, here in Texas, this conversation today did land on the front page of our Dallas morning newspaper. There is legislation that is advancing that opposes critical race theory within the classroom and instead asks teachers to focus on traditional history instead. This is gaining steam. It's gaining support from Republican lawmakers here throughout Texas who say they oppose and reject what they're calling woke philosophies. Reporting live in Dallas, Texas tonight, Marky Martin, News Nation.